साधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशितारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण everyone.
Hare Krishna, pranams to all. So we are on second shloka on NOI. So please let me know what you all learn from first shloka. Then only we can go on second shloka. Arun Prabhu, Shobha Mataji,
To-
Krishna Prabhu,
we have to
Radha Mataji.
control our tongue, belly, and senses. So vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam, jiva vegam udro pastha vegam. So we need to first control our vacha, which is I mean our mouth. Basically, we only need to speak about the Krishna conscious or Krishna, and should avoid talking about any mundane or material activities. That's one of the point, Mother.
And how we can avoid this? How we should control?
By associating with the devotees, by chanting, and then by following the the schedule which Prabhupada have actually given, starting from the morning to till the even in the evening we do Gora Arti, etc. So by following that one.
Like that. Then Shobha Mataji. Okay, no problem, Mataji, carry on. Radha Mataji. Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Please open your camera, Prabhu.
Mataji, I have came to temple.
Oh, Hari Bol.
That's why. So Mataji, the thing is six. We have to control six senses: tongue, belly, and then mind. For all this, we must be always in Krishna consciousness, and we have to chant more, associate with devotion, and then we have to follow the four regulatory principles, and then reading the scriptures, and then our most time is to be engaged in Krishna consciousness. By especially particularly, we have to control our tongue, and then watch out. This is speech, and then eating, and then talking. That is to be controlled. Control means by giving another type of uh, scope or engage in some other means other than talking the mundane activities and talking unnecessary talks. So we should stop all those things. Definitely, we will be in the progress. We will be in progress of this Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Radha Mataji, are you able to hear me? Maybe she can't hear. Okay, so we are on second shloka, nectar on of instructions. So in this shloka, we learn if we are doing this type of activity, our bhakti will vanish. So this type, which activities we should not do it. So I recite the shloka, then after that, everyone you can recite it. Sorry for because my pronunciation is not good, so that is why I'm telling sorry. अत्याहारा प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह जनसंगश्च लौल्यं च षड्भि भक्ति विनश्यति. So this type of six activity if we are doing, our bhakti will vanish. Okay, Shobha Mataji, recite.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam Mataji. Happy Vaikuntha Ekadashi.
Same to you. Yeah. Happy Vaikuntha Ekadashi.
अत्याहारप्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रह जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यंश्च सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Arun Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangascha lolyam cha shadbir bhaktir vinashyati. Hare Krishna.
Radha Mataji. Nav Kishori Mataji. Krishnamurti Prabhu, can you recite?
Mataji,
Hmm.
it is not possible, Mataji. I will try.
If you can, otherwise no problem.
अत्याहारः प्रयाश्च प्रज्वल्पो नियमो ग्रहः जन जनसङ्गाश्च ललुमाच्च लल्युमाच्च सुधीभिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति. I am
Very
not
good.
up to the mark. Sorry, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I am also like this Prabhu. So, word to word meaning. Ati ahara, overeating or too much collecting. Prayasacha, endeavoring cha, and prajalpa. 1 minute. Ideal talking, niyama, rules and regulation, agraha, too much attachment to, or agraha, too much neglect of. Janasangaha, association with worldly minded persons. Cha and lolyam, ardent longing or greed. Cha and sadbhihi. By these six bhakti, devotional service, vinashyati, is destroyed. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, who wants to read this?
Can I read Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Read it, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Translation. One's devotional service is spoiled when he becomes too entangled in following six activities. Number one, eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. Number two, over endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. Number three, talking unnecessarily about mundane subject matters. Number four, practicing the scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulation of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. Number five, associating with worldly minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And number six, being greedy for mundane achievements. Purport. Shall I read purport also, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Purport. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Human life is meant for plain living and high thinking. Since all conditioned living beings are under the control of Lord's third energy, this material world is designed so that one is obliged to work. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has three primary energies or potencies. The first is called Antaranga Shakti or internal potency. The second is called the Tatastha Shakti or marginal potency. And the third is called Bahirang Shakti or the external potency. The living entities constitute the marginal potency and they are situated between the internal and external potencies. Being subordinate as eternal servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Jivatmas or atomic living entities must remain under the control of either the internal or external potency. When they are under the control of the internal potency, they display their natural constitutional activity, namely constant engagement in devotional service of the Lord. This is stated in the Bhagavad Gita 9.13. Mahatmanastu mam partha devim prakritimashritaha bhajante anyanya manso nyatva bhutadim avyayam. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of their divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service, and because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. The word
Hare-
Mahatma refers Hare Krishna Mataji.
पढ़िए carry on प्रभु.
ठीक है माताजी. The word Mahatma refers to those who are broad-minded, not cripple-minded. Cripple-minded persons always engaged in satisfying their senses, sometimes expand their activities in order to do good for others through some ism, like nationalism, humanitarianism, or altruism. They may reject personal sense gratification for the sense gratification of others, like the members of their family, community, or society, either national or international. Actually, all this is extended sense gratification from personal to communal to social. This may all be very good from the material point of view, but such activities have no spiritual value. The basis of such activity is sense gratification, either personal or extended. Only when a person gratifies the senses of the Supreme Lord can he be called a Mahatma or broad-minded person.
Okay, then who will read the second paragraph? Padma Mataji, do you want?
I will read Mataji.
Yeah, okay, Mataji.
Devata.
Okay. In the above quoted verse from Bhagavad Gita, the words Daivam Prakritim refer to the control of the internal potency or pleasure potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This pleasure potency is manifested as Srimati Radharani or expansion Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. When the individual jiva souls are under the control of the internal energy, their only engagement is the satisfaction of Krishna or Vishnu. This is the position of the Mahatma. If one is not a Mahatma, he is a Duratma or a cripple-minded person. Such mentality, crippled Duratma, are put under the control of the Lord's external potency, Mahatmaya. Indeed, all living entities are within the material world are under the control of Mahatmaya, whose business is to subject them to the influence of threefold miseries. Adidaivic klesha, sufferings caused by the demigods, such as droughts, earthquakes, and storms. Adi bhautika klesha, sufferings caused by other living entities like insects or enemies. And Adi atmic klesha, sufferings caused by one's own body and mind, such as mental and physical infirmities. Daiva bhutatma hetava, the conditioned soul, subjected to these three miseries by the control of the external energy, suffer various difficulties. The main problem controlling the conditioned souls is the repetition of birth, old age, disease, and death. In the material world, one has to work for the maintenance of the body and soul. But how can one perform such work in a way that is favorable for the execution of Krishna consciousness? Everyone requires positions such as food grains, clothing, money, and other things necessary for the maintenance of the body. But one should not collect more than necessary for his actual basic needs. If this natural principle is followed, there will be no difficulty in maintaining the body. Anybody else wants to read, or should I go on, Mataji?
In Radha Mataji can read it, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
I will read Mataji. Hare Krishna. The main problem. No, Mataji, from there. Hare Krishna. Mataji, from where I should start?
Yes, Mataji, the main problem.
The main problem confronting the conditioned souls is the repetition of birth, old age, disease, and death. In the material world, one has to work for the maintenance of the
Mataji,
body
sorry,
and soul.
according to nature arrangement.
According to nature's arrangement, living entities lower on the evolutionary scale do not eat or collect more than necessary. Consequently, in the animal kingdom, there is generally no economic problem or scarcity of necessities. If a bag of rice is placed in a public place, birds will come to eat a few grains and go away. A human being, however, will take away the whole bag. He will eat all his stomach can hold and then try to keep the rest in storage. According to scriptures, this collecting of more than necessary, atyahara, is prohibited. Now the entire world is suffering because of it. Shall I continue, Mataji? Mataji, shall I continue?
Yes, Mataji, yes.
Collecting and eating more than necessary also causes prayasa or unnecessary endeavor. By God's grace arrangements, anyone in any part of the world can live very peacefully if he has some land and milk cow. There is no need for a man to move from one place to another to earn a livelihood, for one can produce food grains locally and get milk from cows. That can solve all economical problems. Fortunately, man has been given higher intelligence for the cultivation of Krishna consciousness or the understanding of God. One's relationship with Him and the ultimate goal of life, love of God. Unfortunately, so called civilized man, not caring for God realization, utilizes his intelligence to get more than necessary and simply eat to satisfy the tongue. By God's arrangement, there is sufficient scope for the production of milk and grains for human beings all over the world. But instead of using their higher intelligence to cultivate God consciousness. So called intellect men misuse their intelligence to produce many unnecessary and unwanted things. Thus, factories, slaughterhouses, brothels, and liquor shops are opened. If people are advised not to collect too many goods, eat too much, or work unnecessarily to possess artificial amenities, they think they are being advised to return to a primitive way of life. Generally, people do not like to accept plain living and high thinking. That is their unfortunate position. Human life is meant for God realization, and the human being is given higher intelligence for this purpose. Those who believe that this higher intelligence is meant to attain a higher state should follow the instructions of the Vedic literatures. By taking such instructions from higher authorities, one can actually become situated in perfect knowledge and give real meaning to life. Hare Krishna.
Continue, Mataji.
In Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.9, Sri Sutta Goswami describes the proper human dharma in this way. Dharmasya hya aparvasgasya narto artha artyopakalpate nartasya dharmaikantasya kamo labhya hi smritaha. All occupational engagements, dharma, are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service, dharma, should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. The first step in human civilization consists of occupational engagements performed according to the scriptural injunctions. The higher intelligence of a human being should be trained to understand basic dharma. In human society, there are various religious conceptions characterized as Hindu, Christian, Hebrew, Mohammedan, Buddhist, and so on. For without religion, human society is no better than animal society. As stated above, dharmasya hi aparvagyasya narto artha yopakalpate. Religion is meant for attaining emancipation, not for getting bread. Sometimes human society manufactures a system of so called religion aimed at material advancement, but that is far from the purpose of true dharma. Religion entails understanding the laws of God because advancement but that is far from the purpose of true dharma. Religion entails understanding the law of God because the poor execution of these laws ultimately leads one out of material entanglement. That is the true purpose of religion. Unfortunately, people accept religion for material prosperity because of atyahara or an excessive desire for such prosperity. True religion, however, instructs people to be satisfied with the bare necessities of life while cultivating Krishna consciousness. Even though we require economic development, true religion allows it only for supplying the bare necessities of material existence. Jivyasya Tattva. Jivasya Tattva Jignasa. The real purpose of life is to inquire about the absolute truth. If our endeavor Paryasa is not to be inquire about the absolute truth, we will simply increase our endeavor to satisfy our artificial needs. A spiritual aspirant should avoid mundane endeavor. Another impediment
Mataji,
is
wait. Mataji,
uh,
wait. Radha
Hare
Mata,
Krishna.
sorry. Lata Mataji, can you read? Lata Mataji.
Hare Krishna
I'm
Mataji.
only listening, Mataji, not reading.
Sorry, Mataji, what? Krishnamurti Prabhu, you want to read?
1 second, Mataji, I will read.
Okay, Prabhu.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Another impediment is prajalpa, unnecessary talking. When we mix with a few friends, we immediately begin to begin unnecessary talking, sounding just like croaking toads. If we must talk, we should talk about Sri Krishna consciousness movement. Those outside of the Krishna consciousness movement are interested in reading heaps of newspapers, magazines, and novels, solving crossword puzzles, and doing many other nonsensical things. In this fashion, people simply waste their valuable time and energy. In the Western countries, old men retired from active life play cards, fish, fish, watch television, and debate about useless socio-political schemes. All these and other frivolous activities are included in the Prajalpa category. Intelligent persons interested in Krishna consciousness should never take part in such activities. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Can you please continue, Prabhu? 2 more paragraphs.
Okay, Mataji. Janasanga refers to associating with persons not interested in Krishna consciousness. One should strictly avoid such association. Srila Srila Narottama Dasa Thakura has therefore advised us to live only in association of Krishna consciousness devotees. Bhakta Same Vasa. One should always engage in the service of the Lord in the association of the Lord's devotees. Association with those engaged in a similar line of business is very conducive to advancement in that business. Consequently, materialistic persons form various associations and clubs to enhance their endeavors. For example, in the business world, we find such institutions as the Stock Exchange and Chamber of Commerce. Simply, we have established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness to give people an opportunity to associate with those who have not forgotten Krishna. This spiritual association offered by our ISKCON movement is increasing day by day. Many people from different parts of the world are joining this society to awaken their dormant Krishna consciousness. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura writes in his Anuvar, Anu, Anuvritti commentary that too much endeavor to acquire knowledge on the part of mental speculators or dry philosophers falls within the category of Atyahara, collecting more than needed. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, the endeavor of philosophical strictures to write volumes of books on dry philosophy devoid of Krishna consciousness is entirely futile. The work of karmis who write volumes of books on economic development also falls within the category of Atyahara. Similarly, those who have no desire for Krishna consciousness and who are simply interested in possessing more and more material things, either in the shape of scientific knowledge or monetary gain, are all included under the control of Atyahara. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you. Karmics labor to accumulate more and more money for future generations only because they do not know their future position. interested only in getting more and more money for their sons and grandsons. Such foolish person do not even know what their position is going to be in the next life. There are many incidents that illustrate this point. Once a Get Karmi accumulate a vast fortune for his son and grandson, but later, according to his karma, he took his birth in a cobbler house located near the building which in the previous life he had constructed for his children. It so happened then that when this very cobbler came to his former house, his former sons and grandsons beat him with shoes. Unless the karmic and jnanis become interested in Krishna consciousness, they will simply continue to waste their life in fruitless activities. Accepting one of the scriptural rules and regulation for immediate benefit as ultra-drainage advocate is called Niyama Agraha, and neglecting the rules and regulation of the Shastra, which are meant for spiritual development, is called Niyama Agraha. The word Agraha means eagerness to accept, and Agraha means failure to accept. By the addition of either of these two words to the word Niyama, rules and regulation, the word Niyamagraha is formed. Thus, Niyamagra has a twofold meaning. This is understood according to the particular combination of words. Those interested in Krishna consciousness should not be eager to accept rules and regulation for economic advancement, yet they should very faithfully accept spiritual rules and regulation for the advancement of Krishna consciousness. They should strictly follow the regulative principle by avoiding illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, and intoxication. One should also avoid association with Mayavadis who simply blaspheme Vaishnava devotees, Bhukti Kamis who are interested in material happiness, Mukti Kamis who desire liberation by merging in the existence of the formless absolute Brahman, and Siddhi Kamis who desire the perfection of mystic yoga practice are classified as Atyaharis. To associate with such person is not at all desirable. Desire to expand the mind by perfecting mystic yoga to merge into the existence of Brahman or to attain whimsical material prosperity are all included within the category of greed, lolya. All except to acquire such material benefit or so called spiritual advancement are impediment on the path of Krishna consciousness. Who wants to read next? Padma Mataji, can you continue? Radha Mataji, you want to read?
I'll read, Mataji. Modern warfare waged between capitalists and communists is due to their avoiding the advice of Srila Rupa Goswami regarding Atyahara. Modern capitalists accumulate more wealth than necessary, and the communists, envious of their prosperity, want to nationalize all wealth and property. Unfortunately, the communists do not know how to solve the problem of wealth and its distribution. Consequently, when the wealth of the capitalists falls into the hands of the communists, no solution results. Opposed to these two philosophies, the Krishna consciousness ideology states that all wealth belongs to Krishna. Thus, unless all wealth comes under the administration of Krishna, there can be no solution to the economic problem of mankind. Nothing can be solved by placing wealth in the hands of the communists or the capitalists. If $100 bill is lying on the street, someone may pick it up and put it in his pocket. Such a man is not honest. Another man may see the money and decide to let it remain there. thinking that he should not touch another's property. Although the second man does not steal the money for his own purpose, he is unaware of its proper use. The third man who sees the $100 bill may pick it up, find the man who lost it, and deliver it to him. This man does not steal the money to spend for himself, nor does he neglect it and let it lie in the street. By taking it and delivering it to the man who has lost it, this man is both honest and wise. Simply transferring wealth from capitalists to communists cannot solve the problem of modern politics, for it has been demonstrated that when a communist gets money, he uses it for his own sense gratification. The wealth of the world actually belongs to Krishna, and every living entity, man and animal, has the birthright to use God's property for his maintenance. When one takes more than his maintenance requires, he is a capitalist or a communist. He is a thief, and as such, he is liable to be punished by the laws of nature. The wealth of the world should be used for the welfare of all living entities, for that is the plan of Mother Nature. Everyone has the right to live by utilizing the wealth of the Lord. When people learn the art of scientifically utilizing the Lord's property, they will no longer encroach upon one another's rights. Then an ideal society can be formed. The basic principle for such a spiritual society is stated in the first mantra of Sri Ishopanishad. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yat kinchin jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bunjita ma grid kashyasvit dhanam. Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong.
Wait, Mataji,
Krishna
wait. Padma Mataji or Krishnamurti Prabhu, do you want to read? Then continue, Mataji.
Okay. Krishna conscious devotees know very well that this material world is designed by the complete arrangement of the Lord to fulfill all the necessities of life for all living beings without their having to encroach upon the life or rights of one another. This complete arrangement affords the proper quota of wealth for everyone according to his real needs, and thus everyone may live peacefully according to the principle of plain living and high thinking. Unfortunately, materials who have neither faith in the plan of God nor any aspiration for higher spiritual development misuse their God given intelligence only to augment their material possessions. They devise many systems such as capitalism and materialistic communism to advance their material position. They are not interested in the laws of God or in a higher goal, always anxious to fulfill their unlimited desires for sense gratification. They are conspicuous by their ability to exploit their fellow living beings. When human society gives up these elementary faults enumerated by Srila Rupa Goswami, Atyahara, etc., all enmity will cease between men and animals, capitalists and communists, and so forth. In addition, all problems of economical or political maladjustments and instability will be solved. This pure consciousness is awakened by the proper spiritual education and practice offered scientifically by the Krishna consciousness movement. This Krishna consciousness movement offers a spiritual community that can bring about a peaceful condition in the world. Every intelligent man should purify his consciousness and rid himself of the above mentioned six hindrances to devotional services by taking wholehearted shelter of this Krishna consciousness moment. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving me.
Okay. So you all read this. We all read together. Can someone explain what you understand to reading for this? Padma Mataji, Krishnamurti Prabhu, Lata Mataji, Radha Mataji, Shobha Mataji, what all you understand for this? First share your realization, then I will share my realization. And
Mataji, what I understood is God has been providing it equally. So Mother Earth, Mother Nature belongs to everybody living on this earth. And limitation like the birds and all, how much they will take for this one. We should not be greedy. We should not steal others' portion also. We should be having limited and sufficient for us. So we have to live a life like that. Thank you.
Krishnamurti Prabhu. Padma Mataji.
Mataji, halfway I got disconnected, Mataji.
You got disconnected. Okay, whatever you remember, you can tell me. Lata Mataji.
Yes.
What you
I don't
what
know English, Mataji. Only I am listening.
listening?
That's
Okay.
all.
Shobha
Clearly,
Mataji.
I will spoke in not English.
Hindi, Tamil.
हिंदी थोड़ा थोड़ा आता है माताजी.
बोलिए हिंदी बोलिए मेरे को हिंदी ही आता है.
वो पढ़ने के लिए थोड़ा सा तकलीफ होता है मुझे. अच्छा से पढ़ने के लिए नहीं आता है.
कोई
बात
बात नहीं, आप
करने
हिंदी बोलिए.
बताने.
मैं
हाँ?
आप हिंदी में बोलिए, मैं हिंदी में सुनती हूँ, फिर उसको एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ.
अत्युपहारः प्रयासक्ष प्रजल्पी
प्रजल्पो.
निया प्रजल्पो नियामा गोहः नियामो गोहः
नियमाग्रह.
नियमाग्रह. मुझे अच्छा से बोलने नहीं आता है माताजी.
तो मुझे भी नहीं आता मत.
जनशिक्षा
जनसंघश्च.
लील संघश्च
जन
श
जन
श
पहले बोलिए
श-
जन
जन
जन संघ.
जनसंघर्ष
हाँ.
संघर्ष
लौल्यम च.
जनसंघर्ष लो लो लोले लोलियो
लौल्यम.
लोलियो
लौल्यम च.
लोल्यम च शह शही
षड षड
बीबी
षड्भि षड्भि
षड्भि षड्भि बिवि
भक्तिर्
भवति भवति विनक्षायति. ठीक से
षड्भि.
नहीं बोलने आता है माताजी मुझे.
आप मेरे साथ बोलिए. षड्भिर
षड्भिर
भक्तिर
भक्तिर
विनश्यति.
विनश्यति.
हो गया, सिंपल.
हरे
अत्याहार.
कृष्णा माता जी.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी. इतना बोलने के लिए अवकाश दिया ना, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
सुपर.
नहीं, मेरे साथ साथ बोलिए, मुझे भी नहीं आता, मेरा भी प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगा. अत्याहारा
अत्याहार
प्रयासच्च.
प्रिया सच्च सक्ष. हाँ
श और फिर नीचे च.
हाँ.
जल्पो
प्रजुल्पो
नियमाग्रह.
यमाग्रह.
जनसंघश्च
जनसंघश्च
लौल्यम च
लौल्यम च
षड्भिर
षड्भिर
भक्तिर
भक्तिर
नश्यति.
विनाश्यति. विनाश्यति
विनश्यति, विनश्यति मतलब फिनिश,
फिनिश हो।
वैनिश।
हाँ
हाँ, तो
Hare
आपको इससे
Krishna
धन्यवाद माताजी।
Mataji, I'll just share a two-line understanding, Mataji. Hari Bol. This sloka is such a deep meaning, actually, Mataji. Basically, we forget the purpose of our human birth is only to do devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Instead, that we are so greedy and enjoy all the material opulence, food, or any material things over having over greedy and enjoy all the things and forget the main purpose and always get associated with the worldly things and over enduring the mundane activities, and we reject the rules and regulations that scripts tell. This is the main thing, so that we forget the Krishna consciousness. This is the crisp of this translation, Mataji. Haribol, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So, who wants to share their realization first? पद्मा माता जी, लता माता जी, आप हिंदी में बोलिए, मैं हिंदी में सुनती हूँ।
क्या बोलना माताजी?
आपको क्या समझ में आया इसमें से?
वो
अभी हम लोगों ने पूरा पढ़ा ना।
हाँ,
अभी शोभा माता जी ने थोड़ा सा उसका जूस बता दिया कि उसके अंदर क्या क्या है। अब आप बताइए, आपको क्या समझ में आया?
मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा बोलने के लिए नहीं हो रहा है।
थोड़ा थोड़ा बोलने के लिए नहीं हो रहा है? ठीक है, कोई नहीं। राधा माता जी।
Mataji, Hare Krishna. It is also said that the living entities, they are misusing the material nature, which is provided by the Lord. Because of that we are suffering in three ways. One is Adi Daivika, suffering. The other one is Adi Bhautika. And the third one is Adi
आध्यात्मिक।
Adi Atmik. Yeah. So because, and also, they want to collect more than they require. Now, when they require something, they go in for too much, so that leads to wastage. Because of that, all these sufferings are happening. Even money, they want to accumulate too much of money, but they're diverting. They don't want to come into this religious principles. They are not following, and then because of that, the entire society is affected. Even the government, the industrialists and all that, they all want to only misuse everything, all the resources. They say that we need to have a simple living and high thinking. That we don't have to have so much money to have a proper life, in the simple way. We don't have to, more than necessary, we should not accumulate. If we just have a cow at home and then get the milk and then live with bare necessities, then we can get on with life. We don't have to accumulate too much to have a good life. And we should always be in Krishna consciousness without diverting, the material way.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Anyone wants to say anything, or should I start? So, it's mentioned in this shloka that Shobha Mataji and Padma Mataji beautifully explain what is the juice of this, essence of this shloka. So, first of all, we don't have bhakti. We have bhakti? No.
People don't have Mataji.
We don't have. And we all are engaging anyhow in these type of 6 activities. Atyahara, prayasascha, prajalpo, niyamagraha, jansangascha, lolyamcha, shadbhir bhakti vinishyati. So these type of 6 activity are vanish our bhakti. So we will go for the first paragraph only. Translation: one devotional service is spoiled when the when he become too entangled in the following 6 activities. First is eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. So whatever we have means if I have to eat three chapati. If I eat six chapati, like I like chapati to eat with paneer and other thing. So if I eat the six chapati, it is good for my health or not?
No, definitely not.
But people are doing like this. Or collecting more fund than required. Why we need a more fund? Why we need a more fund? Tell me.
Enjoy more.
Can we enjoy if we have a more money? Are we enjoy?
No, Mataji, that's what people think, no? That's what
People
people
think.
think.
See, remember when we were a small age, like we were in young age, like 5 years, 10 years, 7 years. Sometimes we have only 1 rupees, 2 rupees, like this, now, but we enjoy more in that
Yeah,
rupees.
that's true. Very true.
Now we have a property, we have jewelry, we have sari, we have luxury, everything. But are we enjoy?
No, Mataji, because nowadays there are too many attractions. People are making too
That
many
day
things.
also, Mataji, too many attraction, but the problem is this: we are not engaging in that thing.
Yeah, yes.
Now, thanks to Kali Yuga, we engage each and everything. Huh?
Mataji, even the food, there's such a big variety. That's why people can't stop it,
Yeah.
Too many things.
Mataji, did you remember 30 years before? I did not remember. I belong to the north side of India. So I eat only North Indian food. I did not never only once or twice I eat South Indian food. And pizza, burger, pasta, I never eat. My family didn't allow me. Even we
Yeah,
never allowed to go outside and eat the food. But nowadays, all over the world, if you are anywhere, you can eat any type of food. Even in India, you
yeah,
can eat Chinese, Japanese, Italian, everything.
that's
Even
true,
fruit and
Mataji.
vegetable also. So it is good or not? No. Because
It's
Mataji,
selective, no,
whatever
Mataji?
is required, we wherever we born and brought up, whichever zone we born and brought up, whatever food required our body, Krishna arranged that food in that area only. The first thing is this. So why should we go and eat more? Is our body accept this food? No. Then stomach upset. So many types of disease we have because of eating problem.
That's why
If
more sickness, Mataji. More
Hmm.
sickness because of that.
Hmm. If we eat properly, whatever required our body, whatever is suit our body, then our health is also good and our Krishna consciousness is also good. Hmm?
Nowadays, Mataji, people eat more, then they go to the gym to lose weight.
Yeah. So it's not good. And what about the collecting more funds? I have one house, I want second house, I want third house, I want fourth house. Why? And because I want 3, 4, 5 luxuries house, I have to do more work like a donkey. Why should I become a donkey? Krishna gave me a beautiful body. I should use this body for a Krishna consciousness movement. But I use this body only for the materialistic purpose. Is it good for me or not?
No,
But why I'm doing like this? Because I am not in bhakti. And if I am doing like this, whatever I am in bhakti, my bhakti will vanish. Because I don't have time to sit for Krishna consciousness. If I am running for my material desire, how can I sit and read for my Krishna consciousness? Understand?
yes.
Any
Mataji,
doubt?
those days in one house, Mataji, in one family will stay together. They stay
Yes.
together, so they follow everybody. They follow the elders. Nowadays,
Yeah.
everything has become secular, so everybody is going a different way in every family. So they don't know
In
their
those
culture.
days, only one person is going out for working.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yes.
is sitting at home.
And even the requirements were very less, Mataji.
Less,
Even
less.
nowadays, even the children, they want everything, even to play,
Mm.
all the games and all the computers, all these latest games. We used to just play with the stones, with the bicycle. We used to hopscotch, because they are missing all that nowadays. They don't know what is real enjoyment.
Mm. They are simply playing in the mobile only. They don't know how to
Yeah.
go and play outside.
Yes, they don't go out and play. They don't run around, catch each other, hide behind the trees. We enjoyed all that. But nowadays they
See,
wait in the house.
we are collecting money, and what we did for our children? Nothing.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And then over endeavoring for mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. What is the meaning of this? I want to become an Ambani. So I have to do like this work, too much work. I want to become Ambani. I want to become Ambani like this. So too much work I am doing. But I can't become. So all this type of activities, if I am doing, it's fail, na? It's very difficult. Huh? If Krishna wants to make me Ambani, and then I can born their family, na? Why should I born here? I have different things to do in this life, na? Why should I become Ambani, and why should I do this type of work? If I want to become a Modi, I have to do the rallies. I have to go for the that political party and all. Atyaprash, but I can't become Modi because Krishna don't give me this type of personality. So why should I do this type of work again and again? Why should I suffer my body? But people are doing like this, na? So should we do like this?
Oh, Mataji.
But everyone wants to become Ambani, Adani, Modi. Hmm? Then
I also,
talking.
Mataji, before
Huh?
coming to Krishna consciousness, I also didn't know. I thought all these are necessities in life. We have to do all that. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, I've learned so much. My life has changed a lot, Mataji. Believe me, honestly, I've changed. Now I really realize what is the real meaning of life.
Life, yeah.
That time we didn't know.
So thanks to Vaishnava and Guru, we know the
Yes.
meaning of our life. Otherwise,
Yes.
again and again, we are wasting our time
And
and
thanks
life.
to Srila Prabhupada also for giving us Krishna consciousness.
Talking unnecessary about mundane subject matter. Who is talking? If we are not talking about Krishna, we are talking unnecessary things. Wait, Mataji. Issue!
Mataji, drink some water and come, Mataji.
Sorry, Mataji.
Drink some water and come.
Yeah,
Water.
my son is bringing. So if we are not talking about Krishna, we are talking unnecessary thing. Like frog is croaking, na? Like this. And we know so many people, they are doing like this type of things. So if we are also doing like this type of thing, our bhaktis vanish. So what we are doing after the class, we close the laptop and we start chatting, not chanting. Who start chatting?
No, Mataji, we are occupied with a lot of activities in Krishna consciousness. Morning we start with Bhagavatam at 9:30. Again, afternoon we have this class. Again in the evening, again Bhagavatam. Then we have other things also. We read and then we are chanting so much. We're cooking for Krishna. Whole day goes like that only.
So now we engage in ourselves in Krishna consciousness. But if we are if we are talking, we have to talk about only Krishna. We should not talk unnecessary things. If we are talking unnecessary thing, na Mataji, simply if we are talking, it's create a problem for us. Understand, na?
Yes.
What about Lata Mataji, Radha Mataji, Nav Kishori Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
माताजी आप हिंदी में बोलिए, मैं समझ सकती हूँ हिंदी.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी.
हाँ जी. तो आपको कुछ शेयर करना है माताजी, लता माताजी?
हाँ, बोलने का बहुत मिलता है. वो क्या भी फायदा नहीं रहता है उसमें. इसलिए हमें भगवान कृष्णा का बात में थोड़ा सा टाइम स्पेंड किया तो बहुत मन में खुश लगता है, शांत होता है. बेहोश बात करने में क्या भी फायदा नहीं है. वो देखने का ये बात किसी किसी का इसमें मन नहीं जाना. और वो कृष्णा कॉन्शियस में मन गया तो बहुत खुश मिलता है मन में. बहुत वो हरे कृष्णा बोलने में क्या कि एक मन में आनंद होता रहता है. इसलिए भगवान के लिए टाइम स्पेंड करने का बहुत खुश लगता है.
थैंक यू सो मच माताजी.
अलग अलग बात किया तो क्या अलग अलग तकलीफ होता रहता है. हमें वो अलग बात में बहुत मन किया तो क्या भी फायदा नहीं है. इसलिए भगवान कृष्णा का बात किया तो कृष्णा का कथा सुनाया तो क्या कि एक थोड़ा सा 10 में एक पॉइंट जैसा हमको पता चलता है. उस बारे में हमें सोचना लगता है. वो हमें कैसे आया, कैसे जाने रास्ता मिलता है करके. इसलिए हमें भगवान का बात किया तो बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. वो बेहोश बात में क्या भी फायदा नहीं है. इतना ही समझ में आता है बस.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Padma Mataji, Shubha Mataji, you understand what she told? Shubha Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, we understood.
So, they all know Hindi also. So, should I take the class in Hindi because I am comfortable in Hindi only? Then, practicing the spiritual rules and regulation only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement, or rejecting the rules and regulation for the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. So people are doing like this also, practicing scriptural rules and regulation for their own sake. If we are doing this, we got this. If we are doing this, we got this. So you got this, but it will not increase your bhakti. It will decrease it. Understand? So whatever
but we are doing it, Mataji, because we want to increase our bhakti. We want to progress. That's why we are doing.
Then associating with worldly minded person who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. We should not engage with them. If we are engaged with them, our consciousness will go like this. First of all, we don't have Krishna consciousness. We are forcing, actually I am forcing for myself to become in Krishna consciousness with the association of devotee only. Why I am taking this class? If I am not taking this type of class, simply I am doing something else. I told you, I am very naughty. So I should not do any other thing. So that is why I engage myself in this. Forcefully, I have to force myself to keep engaged in Krishna consciousness. So it is for each and everyone. If they are not in Krishna consciousness, they are talking with materialistic person. And when we talk to materialistic person, slowly, it poison in our mind. Then we become depressed. We become depressed. Oh, she's going there. We saw their picture in Facebook and Instagram. Oh, she visited Europe. She visited Bali. She did like that. She do like that. What we are doing, we are simply doing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Like this we
No,
are doing.
Mataji, we
Get
are
anything?
valuing
Nothing.
Hare Krishna.
Hmm?
We are valuing. It's really, we enjoy it also.
So that is why, Mataji, if we are associating with the devotee, only then we enjoying.
Yeah.
So association is very important. And being greedy for mundane achievement, we should not become a greedy like, oh, I have this, I have that. If I have this, I will get a name and fame. If I'll get this, if I'll do this, I will get more money like this. We should not greedy for for this type of activities, because this type of activities only till our body is there.
Yeah, true.
The soul is left the body, the same time everything is finished. Understand? So any doubt, any realization? Because, okay, now Kishori
Mataji,
Mat.
may I say something? Yes,
Yeah,
Mataji.
sure, Mataji. I call you so many times, but maybe you are not.
Sorry, my network is not right because of rain here.
Oh,
Sorry, Mataji. I wanted
no
to
problem.
share something. Last Ekadashi, I was not. I was in Pretoria Temple in Midrand to visit there. So, like as we are talking now about mundane things, I was also talking with Mataji there, who was giving prasadam. So I was talking. She doesn't want to talk mundane things, or she doesn't even want to. I was just saying, did you take initiation? Or I was talking about all that related to Krishna consciousness. But she was chanting all the time, and then she said. Then I asked something again. Then she said, whenever I get free time, I started chanting. So I saw in the temple, they all have a bead bag and in the neck. So whenever they get free time, they start chanting. So they don't want to talk with anybody unnecessary. Or if they talk about Srila Prabhupada or our ISKCON Acharya's pastime. So I'm just thinking that I got such a nice experience there that even I sang a kirtan there in the temple. But I'm living in an area where no devotees are here. I'm the only one who are here following Krishna conscious. So I joined ICF online. But when first time I went there after long, so I get such a beautiful experience that I must also follow that. So I started also chanting in between classes, like even my mind is not there, but I'm still chanting one round, two round, or whatever. I'm not counting, but they are also doing the same thing, Mataji. So I don't talk on WhatsApp or anything unnecessary or phone calls. So it's not like that I'm doing very perfectly now, but I'm still trying. So I think we learn from the association or devotees that what should we do or what should we put in practice in our life, like extra reading or whatever we like. Krishna Mataji.
Okay, so time is out. So we will meet next week. So then from next week we will again start the discussion from the first paragraph. So I'll stop the meeting. Vancha kaltarubhyascha kripa
कृपया कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंड प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna.